Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to continue the YouTube clone Flutter application. Okay, earlier we see the introduction of this video. So in this video we are going to simply create our splash screen. In the splash screen we are going to check whether user is already logged in or not in the splash screen only using the splash controller. Splash controller basically used by using the getX. Okay, for state management we are going to use the getX in this application, and after that we are going to see the login page also, as the login is done by the Firebase Google sign-in process. So in the same in the same video we are going to check the splash screen, also the login screen. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long. So first of all I just want to import the dependencies that we need for this application. Okay, so these are the dependencies that we need for this application. Just copy and paste these dependencies here, and from here we don't we need the Firebase dependencies. As you see, this is the Firebase dependencies, and this is the Google sign-in dependency. As you see here, using the Google sign-in dependencies we are going to sign in through Google. So this dependency is used for to show all the email IDs that assign with the gmail.com, that will display using these dependencies. And this is the file picker to pick the file from the gallery, whether it is an image or it is a video. For that purposes we need to use file picker, and this is the video player to play the video, and this is the getX for our state management. For state management we are going to use the getX, and this is the Google font. We are going to use the Google font, custom Google font, and last one is the share plus. This is for the sharing the video. Okay, so these dependencies we need. Just simply get pub. It will take some time to resolve all the dependencies. Okay, after that we are going to start, and in the meantime we need to initialize our Firebase here. Firebase app we need to initialize here. So visit Flutter binding done in ensure initialize now. Okay, we simply get the dependencies. Okay, we got dependencies. As you see, dependencies got. Now here it will be a asynchronous function. So okay, this time I just need to ignore. Now await. Okay, await Firebase dot initialize application. Now here I just want to add the options for our so that Firebase is initialized fully. Okay, so I need these things: API key, app ID, messaging sender ID, and the project ID. Okay, these things. And also we are going to add the database URL also, and storage bucket also. I already created my these things: app ID, API key, all those things. You can find it from your Firebase Google services file. As you know, if you see in the app section, if I already connect the Firebase in this application. If you don't know how to connect the Firebase in an Flutter application, just go to the video, just go to any YouTube video. You will find tons of video in the YouTube. From that you can simply connect your Firebase in your Flutter project. As you see, this is the project ID, this is the storage bucket. Okay, and this is and our application is YouTube, right? So our application is YouTube. So this is our API key, and one more thing, and API key you will be find in the Firebase project. Okay, so I said these things. Now just run application, and I want to use the get material app. Okay, so this is the splash screen. Okay, just run the application to see whether our Firebase is initialized properly or not. If our Firebase is initialized properly, then we are going to see our splash screen. Okay, for splash screen we need one auth controller for our splash screen. Auth controller will do. Auth controller first check the sign in user, if user is already logged in or not. If user is not logged in, then we will navigate user to the login page. If user is already logged in, then we will navigate user to the main screen. Okay, this is the simple structure. Let me run this application in this device. Also one more thing, in this project I already created an assets folder. If you don't know how to create the assets folder, just right click on your project, new, and this one directory, give name as assets. Okay, as you see, directory name is already exists because I have already one directory. So give the name as assets. So inside that assets folder I created one folder also, which is the image. Under the image folder I add my all required images. This is the Google logo, this is the YouTube, this is my logo, this is my logo corrupt, this is for my uses, and this is one image for my login page. Okay, these things you need to add. I will give you these resources also in the GitHub link. From the GitHub link you can get these resources. And after creating the assets folder, go to your pubs.yaml file, and here you need to write this line assets, and under assets you need to give the permission of this image folder. If you give this permission, then inside the image folder, whatever the image you have, this app will grant the access for those images. Okay, it is taking time. It will take time depending upon your internet connectivity, also your laptop speed. Okay, so for my cases my internet connectivity is a little bit slow, so that's why it is taking time. Okay, it is installing the APK. I think our Firebase initialize this work correctly. Okay, as you see, app is running. Okay, yeah, this is the data, this is the data, this is the text, it is this thing. Okay, Firebase initialize is working properly. Now inside the lib folder, create one directory. It should be the controller. Here we are going to put all our controller. Create one dart file. It will be auth controller. So it is with a class dot auth controller, extend get x controller. Here we need one variable that is sign in. Whether user is sign in or not, it should be false. By default it will be false. And I need one user ID, so sorry, username. By default it will be empty string. Then I need one profile image. These things I need to store the username, user profile URL, that means the user profile, because whenever you see in our dashboard screen, I added the profile image and the profile name. If you notice in the earlier video, if you don't see the introduction video, go through that video, you will come to know where in the dashboard section I use the username and the user profile image. So for that only I need to store these things in our database. As it is a link, so by default it will be empty string. Now I also need one user ID. Using that user ID we are going to store the user profile. Okay, these things for the storing. Now I need Firebase auth to check user authentication, right? Firebase auth.instance. Okay, that's it. Now in the initially, when the controller is called from a splash screen or whatever the screen, first things the controller will do, it will go to the init section. It will go to the init method. In the init method, what we are going to check, in the init method we are going to check whether user is sign in or not. Okay, check user sign in. Okay, so here we are going to check whether user is already signed in or not. It will be a void, it will return nothing. Okay, now user from the Firebase auth, as you see from the Firebase auth, we are going to take the user. It will be null. For the null safety, we are going to null safety exception. We are going to, from the auth, we are going to take the current user. Okay, now if the user is not equal to null, if the user is not equal to null, if the user is not equal to null, then is sign in dot value equals to true, right? Here we check if the user is not null, that means the user is already logged in, that the sign in this boolean variable will change to true, and the username dot value will be the user dot display name. Okay, so here if the user is already logged in, then in the username variable we are going to assign the display name from the Google sign in, right? Same for the profile image dot value equal to user dot photo URL, and this is for the null safety. If there is nothing, then it will simply print out a empty string, and the UID dot value equal to user dot UID. Okay, else is sign in dot value equal to false. Okay, that's it. Here we are going to check the user is already logged in or not. This is a simple method to check whether user is logged in or not. Okay, now I need to create the Google sign in method also, right? Whenever we click on the Google sign in button, we need to call this method to make a provision for the user to logged in through their Gmail ID or their Google account. Okay, so it will be a future method, and it will be a void and sign in with Google. Okay, so it will be a asynchronous function. Now everything we need to wrap it under the try and catch block, because this method is going to perform in a asynchronous way. So that's why we need to wrap everything inside the try and catch, so that if there any kind of exception occurs, so it will directly go to the catch block, and we are going to print the error sign in with in we are going to print the error. This is not the ideal way to this is for our this is for a testing purpose to print the error in the log. But if there is going to the catch section, ideally we need to prompt a dialog to the user that something is going something unusual is going, try again later. That kind of dialog box if you give, then that will be a better way to that is a better way for the user experience. Okay, now Google sign in account, that will be a Google user. Now await dot Google sign in dot sign in. Okay, if Google user equal to null, if Google is equal to null, then it simply return. That means user cancel the sign in. That means user cancel the sign in. Now create one Google sign in authentication, that will be Google Auth, and that will be await Google user dot authentication, that will authenticate the Google user. Okay, now create one credential, for the Google user, Google Auth provider dot credential, Google Auth provider dot credential, and credential will be access token. Access token will be Google Auth dot access token, and there will be ID token. ID token will be the Google Auth dot ID token. Okay, now user credential equal to await dot auth dot sign in with sign in with credential. Yeah, sign in with credential. Credential will be this credential that we are. Okay, here user credential will be the Google sign or authentication credential. We simply add the taking the Firebase auth, we add the Google credential in the user credential section. Okay, now user will be the user credential dot user. Okay, now if user is not equal to null, then user name dot value equals to user dot display name. Okay, this is for the profile. URL. This will be the UID. Oh, sorry. This will be the UID dot value. That will be the UID. Okay. Now this is to update the user details. This is to update the detail. Did I update the user details? Okay. This is to update the user details. Now here. Okay. Sorry. Here is sign in dot value equals to true. Update that. We also update the state also. Now get dot of all. Here we need to pass the page. Here we need to pass the page. From here we are going to do the main page. Okay, if everything goes correctly, then we are going to navigate user to the main page. Just do one thing here, just create one main page. Main page, just import material stateful main page. Just do one thing, do one scaffold in the body, just create one container with the child in the center. The child will be one text. Here we are going to display the data. Okay, so this is the main page. Simply import that page. Okay, this is the Google sign-in method. I hope you understand the Google sign-in method. Okay, now last but not the least, we are going to create one method for the sign out. Okay, that will also a sign out method. Okay, it will also be a synchronous method. Here we are going to use await auth dot sign out. Simply sign out. Is sign in dot value equals to false, then it will become false. Now we need to clear the text also. Username dot value equals to empty string, and profile image URL dot value equals to empty string, and the UID dot value become the empty string. Okay, and then again get dot of all. It's going to be the login page again. If user successfully logged out, then we need to navigate user to the login page. Right, correct. Create one login page. Login page. Import material. Then it will be suppose stateless login page. Here we simply display one scaffold on the body section. Create one container with the child and the center with the child and text. Login. Okay, now just do one thing, just import it. Okay, now go to our main screen in the splash screen. Now in the splash screen we are going to initialize our auth controller, and we need to design our splash screen, and where we are going to give some delay of the 4 to 3 seconds to load the data. Whether it load the data, and in that moment it will check whether user is signed in or not. Okay, these things we need to done in our splash screen. Now in this flash screen, is a stateless widget. It is a stateless widget. So here we are going to initialize our auth controller, and we are going to design our screen. So let's first design the screen, then I will tell you what is going on in the screen. Okay. Okay, as you see here, after a flash screen, the user is not logged in, right? So that's why it is going to the login page, not the main page. Okay, here it is simple. Here we create one getX widget. Okay, using the observable getX widget, we are going to check whether user is signed in or not. If user is already signed in, it is true, then we are navigate user to the main screen after the 4-second delay. So this is the logo. If you just run again, I will show you. In the middle I add my logo. After that I give one height, size box height, and after that one circular loader. If you see, this is the logo, this is a circular loader. Okay, so then this is going to the login page. If you see, it is going to the login page, not the main page. If you see in the main page, there is data, that's main data, and then in the login page there is login, right? So it is going to the login page. After that, if it is sign in, going to the main page. If it is not sign in, that is to the login page. This is a simple procedure for splash screen. Right now, in the login page, I need to create one. First of all, I need to create the UI for the login. Okay, after that I am going to explain you what is going on in the login page also, right? Yeah, I think login form is, yeah, I think login form is okay. So as you see, this is the login form. Yeah, simply I on press I'm not doing anything here on the on press. I just designed the UI. As you see here, this is the image, this is the one image also, this is one text view, and this is one button with icon. This is the simple UI. Okay, now in the on press I need to call the auth controller dot sign in with Google. Simply we need to call that method in the on press. Okay, now just rerun the application once to check whether it is working fine or not. In the on sign in, if user is sign in, then you go to the main page. Okay, now after signing user need to go to the main page. Okay, now just click on the sign in with Google. Okay, you are signing with the Golab Burman. Okay, as you see, Golab Burman is sign in and it is going to the main page. Now if I close the application, now if I rerun the application again, so now from the splash screen, user need to go to the main page, right? User need to go to the main page because user is already signed in. Let's check this scenario also. If this scenario is work, then in the next video we are going to see the main page where first of all I need to design the app bar. In the app bar I need to add one upload button. And click on the upload button, we will navigate to the next page where we are going to design the UI for upload the video, thumbnail, title and description with the button. Okay, in the next video we are going to see that part. Let's wait to run the application, so it is taking some time, no problem. I hope you understand the video, what is how we controlling the states, okay, and how we design the UI and what is going on in the authentication process also. I hope you understand. If you have any query, you can ask me on the comment sections. I will try to give you the answer of the queries, and also you will get the code of this session with the next session. Okay, in this video you are not going to get any kind of GitHub link. In the next video you are going to get the GitHub link from this project till the upload part, not upload part, till the design of the upload section. Okay, auth controller is created, auth controller is initiated. Okay, everything is going fine after the splash screen. Okay, now we are going to the main screen directly. Okay, our method is working perfectly, our controller is working perfectly. So controller is basically used so that in the main thread we are going to do the less work. That's why we are going to use the controller. For the state management it is used, actually we reduce the complexity, or reduce the complexity time in the main thread, so that main thread will work perfectly. So yeah, that's it. In next part, in the next video we are going to see we are going to create the app bar in here, and also create one icon, so that when you just click on that icon you will go to the next page where we are going to design the upload page. Okay, thank you for now.